Well, this promises to be nasty. Thought we'd do Zaeed's loyalty mission, which involves making a decision, which is pretty brutal, to be honest. Well, at least on the surface, I don't know. It definitely makes you question what Zaeed's loyalty is worth. I have some thoughts on that, which I'll pass along as we go. First, before we head out, though, I need to decide what I want to unlock. As much as I would love to have cryo ammo, I would really like to get AI hacking unlocked sooner than later, and I would like to have something to deal with armor, which Incinerate is good for. So I think that's the way I'm going to go. I'll put one point in here and save the other for later. See, and then with Miranda, I could let her level up once more and max out her Cerberus Officer, but I think I'm going to upgrade her Warp for now. Let her level up twice, and then she can deal with that. Can't do anything for Zaeed right now, except for give him the battle rifle we found in Garrus's pad when he was being Archangel, scourge of all the villains, right? With his celebrity superhero status. What was that when we got up there? He said, you know, they call me Archangel, but it's just Garrus to you. All suave and debonair and everything. Man, that dude is awesome. He's like my best friend in Mass Effect. Always got your back. Really, really cool. Alright, so Zaeed's, well, maybe not his employment, but his loyalty is contingent on coming and taking care of some old grudge he has here. There's a lot of history here, actually. Bit of a story. We actually get a look into the Blue Suns, too, while we're at it.
Tapping into Blue Sun's communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
Well, that's convenient that he has some history with the Suns, right? Tap right into their communications so we can hear them as we approach. That's a nice edge to have. Man, look at that skyline.
Squad Bravo, a shuttle landed near your location. Check it out.
Here we go. Keep close.
Man, as hard as that dude tries to sound like, you know, your super evil villain and all that, it would almost be funny if there were anything funny about that dude, which there's not. He's just a real piece of work. That's that voice as he's trying to sound all sinister and everything. Yeah, that's a little over the top. Alright, I see dead bodies ahead. Let me get all my shield breakers on my guns. See what we got here.
Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vido's style. Let's push ahead.
And these aren't even soldiers. These are just civilians or workers. Yeah. Well, if that's his style, I'm not impressed. What are they left out here as a warning for anyone who might come snooping around or something? Yeah, whatever. That's just one more reason to get rid of this garbage. Seriously. Alright, looks like a point of no return there.
Command to Bravo, take a position. Likely these people are not runaways.
Oh, runaways. Okay, so he's a slaver, on top of other things, which we can figure in being part of one of the major galaxy-wide gangs here. But specifically using the term runaways means he definitely deals with slaves and stuff. Which we might as well just be dealing with a band of Batarian terrorists, but, you know, I think that's what, Blue Suns are made up of, a lot of Batarians anyway, aren't they? So.
Get down! Down you go.
Nice shot.
Yeah, he still has shields. Okay, so I still one-shot these guys. Having shield-busting ammo helps, you know. I was asked about that, too. Actually, it was commented on that I didn't have to fully upgrade my class skill early on, and I could have taken my points and kind of scattered them around, you know, to unlock some of my other abilities like cryo ammo and stuff. And these things have uses. Cryo ammo can snap freeze targets, it can slow down health regeneration, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Of course, you know, you have different abilities that deal with shields. You have fire-based abilities that deal with armor. You have biotic-based abilities that deal with barrier and all that. And I'm aware of those things. Okay, specifically the primary reason I max out my class tree for my character, as well as my squad mates too, just to give them the bonuses to start with. Because then any time you upgrade their damage, it just stacks with their class bonus. But besides all that, is I like the dialogue bonus for my Shepard specifically. in that anytime I get into dialogue and there's one of those special choices you can make based on your Paragon or your Renegade skill, and I can't make one of those dialogue decisions, which allows you to get more points. In my case, it'd be Renegade, right? But whichever you're going with, I cannot stand missing those dialogue choices. I'm going to make sure I have more Renegade points than I need rather than less. Because those decisions stack, and later on in the game, you're going to want to have, or I'm going to want to have a really high Renegade score. Like I say, in my case, if I was going Paragon, I'd be going that way. But either way, I cannot stand when those dialogue choices are grayed out. I feel you make crucial decisions during those points and really carry the story along, and that can actually make a difference later in the game and stuff. And honestly, early on, even on Insanity difficulty, there's still times that without anything, we're still one-shotting some of these enemies. It's true enough, there's some of the weaker ones, but we're getting by. And those who know me from watching a lot of my other videos, and maybe, you know, the way I like to play, I don't mind a challenge anyway, personally, but sometimes I will suffer a little bit early on to get something that I want. Instead of putting 1 point in 3 different things, I'll put 3 points in one thing that I feel is important right there. Maybe something I want to build on later, or something I want to start training in or working on earlier, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But a lot of times I like the thing of being really good in one thing instead of just so in a bunch of different things. And true enough, having a bunch of different abilities helps early on with shields and barriers and stuff like that, but we're getting by now. Now, as enemies level up and scale with us, it's going to be more important later. I agree, and we'll have those unlocked later, so it all works out for me. This is the way I like to play.
This is Commander Santiago. If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there.
Vido. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
Sounds like he needs to get shot.
Glad to see you and I agree. I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge? Vido turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years, I've seen that bastard every time I closed my eyes, every time I sighted down on a target, every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And you survived your ship getting disintegrated. A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vido wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vido decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
We better get moving.
You're at the southern axis. All squads mass at the gatehouse. Now!
They know we're here. Bring it on, you son of a bitch!
I get you. You got a grudge. I also like that mutual respect that he shows Shepard. Like, we can survive just about anything. That a man like that is willing to follow means that he has respect for you, as far as that goes, just telling by his character. But I had a real problem when I found out he had helped form the Suns. Learning what the Blue Suns are, and I'm like, really? Well, that casts a real bad light on your past, Zaeed. And then I found out that he was against hiring the Batarians for that reason, as the terrorist thing. Mercs is one thing. Maybe even the gang stuff, moving drugs and stuff, highly questionable. But the slaving and the terrorist part of it, he was not down with. So that tells me a bit about Zaeed also, is that he does have a line not to cross, you know? And so I could respect him a bit for that, at least some.
Zaeed Massani, you finally tracked me down.
Vido.
Don't be stupid, Zaeed. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are.
It's so cheesy. He's tried so hard to be a villain.
What was that? Gone nearsighted old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
Nice shot.
Massani.
He even gives you a grin like he's proud of that. He knew that was a good shot.
What the hell are you doing?
You're about to see.
I found it.
Opening the gate.
Next time you're gonna blow something up, I want to know about it first.
Vido was confident. Had a lot of men. Now he's lost the home field advantage. If we keep up the pressure, no way he's getting out of here alive.
You don't make a move unless I know about it first.
This is my mission. Remember that. I came here to kill Vido Santiago. If you want my help on your mission, you better make damn sure that man dies today.
You want him dead, then he dies.
I don't care what else happens, as long as Vido swallows a bullet.
Moving.
I can tell he's got explosions going on around him. It's time. He is not playing any games. I get it. I get it, actually. I can't even be mad at him. Almost one-shot him. Just a little bit more. A little bit more damage. Now, I'm not even going to run through here with my newfound fire ability. We're just going to run with the same old thing. I think we can get by. Ammo's free. Maybe scarce sometimes, but it's free, so... I really like the improved shooting mechanics with this. Although, I didn't mind Mass Effect 1. I even talked about that during Mass Effect 1, as they say how the combat's improved in Mass Effect 2. There's some cool things, but I thought the cover system and the shooting worked good in Mass Effect 1. There's some things that I liked. I like some of the improvements they did with powers, especially in Mass Effect 3. Oh, the powers? Oh, man. They get really sexy then.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
Then leave. Run. Go. The plan is not important.
Vido's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
I get why you want Vido dead, but is he really worth watching those people burn to death?
I'm not sticking around to watch. We stop to help these people and Vido gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
No, you're right.
Move in before Vido gets away.
Glad you see it my way.
I know.
Help! No!
It sounds bad, but Vido goes and does this again, and he probably doesn't get found next time. He probably covers his tracks a little better. And that slaving piece of crap, I don't know how many workers are here, but I know how many future people are at risk if we let him go. And it's really just that simple. It seemed like a hard choice at first, and I'm like, you know, on second thought, not really. It's hard, but I'm thinking of a lot of future innocents. And these people, I'm not going to say, you know, if they don't run and leave, they're stupid. I mean, if they've got Stockholm Syndrome, where they're going to sit here and worry about shutting off the valves rather than, you know, leaving, then, well, whatever. Now, if they're trapped and they can't get out, I don't know if we can move whatever's trapping them. I don't know if we have any better chance getting in there than they do getting out. But if they can't get to the valves, I don't know that we can either. So we could essentially not save them, get ourselves killed, and let this piece of crap get away anyway. Sorry. That's just, there's no balance there. It's just, yeah. And this is with military stuff, with war, with fighting. I mean, this sometimes you make choices. And I would hate to have to make choices like this in real life type of thing. But I think this is what they talk about, the tough choices that commanders, captains, lieutenants, you know, generals and stuff have to make, sometimes involving hundreds of lives to save thousands, or just to simply get a mission accomplished that prevents the enemy from doing more damage, and, you know, just, you know, on and on and on. But does the blame come to us for making a decision, or does the blame go to the bad guys that put us in a position to make that decision in the first place? You see what I'm saying?
My shields are down.
I didn't enslave these people. True enough, we may have sort of set this fire, but we were already outnumbered 30-1 just right there at the gates to start with. And this dude could have nuked this place after he left to cover his tracks, kind of like Saren was going to do in Mass Effect 1, you know, that type of thing. And then what? You see, so I'm just, you know, no point in second guessing it. I think this is the right choice, and that's just that. And honestly, it has nothing to do with Zaeed's loyalty either. I may not carry him on another mission the rest of the game. I probably will, but let's say I didn't. Let's say it wasn't even that point. Would I make that decision for the sake of making it? And honestly, probably so. An added bonus here would be able to break up his whole little portion of this gang operation here and really do some damage to these thugs and all their little businesses, their dealings. What am I, alone? How did my... What do they do, get nuked by that missile launcher? Yeah, probably. Well, I can't deal with armor, but I can deal with shields. Actually, not with this gun, I can't. Oh well. Come on. Come on. There we go. That's even better. Stick your head up here. Tired of you. In my opinion, stacking everything towards damage with the build, you know, if I'm gonna play a tanky type character, then I do everything so I can just stand there and take the damage. Okay, that's one thing. That's never been my thing anyway. I never really lean that way. But let's just say, you know, if I was doing that's one thing, but playing this particular class, I think this class is designed to one-shot targets, and you should get to the point where, except for the main bosses and stuff, you should be able to do that. Leave it up to those that have, you know, heavy defenses and stuff to take the damage in your place.
This might be useful.
Okay, I really don't need this flamethrower here. I don't even have any ammo for it anyway, but...
Taking cover!
Enemies in front.
This'll put him down.
Nice shot. I've lost shields.
This'll put him down.
I'm on it.
Nice. Oh, man, she warped him just as, nice. Yeah, they may not have a lot of power combos listed for Mass Effect. I don't know, maybe somewhere they do. But I know the biotics, and even, I believe even some of the biotics and tech really work together well. It's hard to not get it confused with Mass Effect 3, where they have a system in place where certain tech and certain biotics will actually detonate each other into biotic explosions and stuff like that. And there's some little bit of that in 2. Not quite as much, although concentrated fire and combined biotics and combined, you know, that it is more effective. Like, obviously, they're like, that dude's health drained, and that wasn't just Reed doing that by itself. Definitely not. Oh, this is nasty. Oh, I remember this fight.
This place down around you.
Yeah, this is, yeah, this is hardcore here.
Died when I killed you the first time.
Here we go.
At some point during this fight, I'm going to have to make an ammo run, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully they drop some clips out there. Where'd Miranda go? Yeah, get over here. There you go.
Say your goddamn prayers, Massani.
Notice I try to stay away from utilizing the power wheel a lot. A lot less than in Mass Effect 1. In Mass Effect 3, we're going to use it almost not at all. I mean, every once in a while, but rarely. Oh, wow. Oh, he's just all up in our grill, isn't he? Do something about that, please. There we go.
That all you've got. Firing an impact shot.
But yeah, like, the way I usually run is something along the lines of, okay, I've got Miranda with, say, Overload. And then I've got Reed. Get somebody else with a fire-based thing. Like if I'm taking Morden, he has... I think he has Incinerate or something. I think. Anyway, get somebody with something up... what's his face? Here. He has the... those grenades. Those incineration grenades or whatever they're called. And they're fire-based. They work really well against armor, for example. And so you have that as a special ability slot, and you can use the directional pad for that and don't have to constantly go on the wheel. I like more of a no-pause style play when you can. As a Biotic in Mass Effect 1, it was kind of necessary to use the wheel a little more than what I'd maybe like, but... And this you can kind of run around. Also, you have more hotkeys available. Like, what do I have? 3 power buttons, I think, in Mass Effect 2? You got the triangle or the Y if you're playing 360 or Xbox. You got that for 1 power, then you have both bumpers.
You bet.
Oh, man, I missed.
Enemy trillion.
Firing an impact shot.
Got him that time. Nice.
Not a problem.
Man, there's like this endless waves, man.
Overload deployed.
No, 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 no. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Thought I'd have to hit it a couple more times. Oh well. I could have let that go back a little bit. Probably took out 1 or 2 of those guys with it. Take that. These Turians, they may not have the health of a Krogan, but they have some health. They really do.
Watch out!
Get him, get him. Nice.
Sit down. Here we go.
Incoming. Understood.
Nice. Well, so much for that. Like I said, I'm going to have to make an ammo run. I know they dropped some clips out there somewhere, but we're about to be introduced to another friend here that's probably going to have something to say about me making an ammo run. Actually. Take that. Who's this? All of his shields and about 1/4 of his health. Nice shot. Where'd that mech go? I see him. There he is. Damn. Alright, damage bonus for stealth. No, reload. No, what a waste. Oh well.
Attacking heavy mech.
That was close. With the shields down, we're good. Yep. Ammo run. He's right on top of my ammo too, isn't he? Yeah, take all that to the face. He felt that knock a mech to his knees. I mean, I guess I don't have to do an ammo run. We're gonna take him out like this. Nice. You just worry about me over there. That's what you do. Nice. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, that can be a nasty fight. When he gets all up here in your grill, all up in your business, oh man. There's cover, but he can shoot over some of it, especially when he gets up on you. I don't even know why I'm going after all this. I don't need it now. I think we're done. Pretty much, except for loot. I think there's anything else back here. Nice. 6,000 here, 6,000 there. Hopefully it'll be matched by Cerberus. Hopefully. We already checked this door? I think... No, I'm gonna make sure. I'm not gonna miss anything. I think we did. Yeah, this is where I went first. Duh. Alright. Nothing, really? Huh. Alright. Nothing here either. Okay. That's strange.
Zaeed, please. You know it was nothing personal, just business, I swear. It was 20 years ago. Look at you. I did you a favor. Zaeed, please! I'm gonna die here, man! Do something!
Try, you son of a bitch.
Straight out of the movies. He's so badass that he didn't even turn around to look at the explosion. Right? Oh, man. I don't know if any of you played Borderlands 2, but there's one mission you go on where the way you convince everyone you're a badass, I think there's actually like a badass rank thing that you get for it, is setting off an explosion but not turning around to look at it. And then they're all convinced you're a badass. It's pretty funny, actually.
This mission takes me back. So you knew Archangel from before? Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You know, I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy. Hell of a mission down there on Zoria. I appreciate what you did down there. Might not seem like it, but you did the right thing. Killing Vido solves a lot of problems, and not just my own. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
I actually agree. Solve more problems than we created down there. I mean, seriously. I don't know what would have happened to all those workers that they were enslaved down there to this guy once he was done with them and the refinery had served its purpose or whatever. I mean, would they go off to a life of servitude somewhere else, get sent off by the Batarians to be raped, tortured, murdered, killed? So, you know what I mean? Can't second guess it, but anyway. All right, well, let's stock up here. I'm curious about something. All right, so if you only need 2, how much does it charge you? Still charges you 100? Well, that was a waste of credits. Paid 100 credits for 2 probes. Oh well, at least now I know. Alright, let's go pick up our Firewalker while we're out and about. I'm gonna actually search some of these planets here for resources and stuff. Nothing exceptional, just the normal. Although this planet is rich. What do I have, like 6 probes left? Might as well spend them.
Probe launched.
I know to keep the probes in increments of 5 now. I know that. Well, these are nice little ore veins here. Beautiful. I will have more resources than I know what to do with by the time it's all said and done, but I've never had a problem with having more loot than I needed. I'm just saying. It's stuff, and it's there, and it's free, and it's mine, so pretty simple. There you go, I'll take that. Alright. Is there anything detected around this at all? I guess not. That sucks.
Launching probe. Scans have found something.
Actually, I don't think it matters who I take. Alright, here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my tactical cloak. I know I want hacking done too. So... I want that damage upgrade. Like I say, I've got an ammo type to deal with shields. I have a basic ability to deal with some armor. I need to assign that to one of my power buttons too. But the cloak, that cloaked damage bonus you get is insane. If you spec that way. And then you add in all the right gear, all the right armor, all the right stuff. Get a good solid heavy hitting sniper, which the Mantis is... it's no punk. Mantis will do its job. Actually, when I play a sniper in Mass Effect 3, I go with the Mantis until I get a certain other sniper rifle unlocked, which is essentially what I'm going to do here, too.
I don't think this ship is safe. We've run into the gap far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Oloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Next site, huh? Okay, this actually sends us on a series of things to do. I think this goes along with the Overlord DLC, which I do have, and we will get around to that at some point. But I think this is essentially part of that, because I think you use this this thing right here during part of the Overlord mission, which is actually no joke either. That mission's going to be interesting. Oh, talk about decisions. I think that's the hardest moral decision in the game. Honestly.
Systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
Did we miss anything back here? I don't think there's any, like, loot here. There's money to be made, but I don't think there's any loot. Remember what all the buttons do here.
System active.
How cool is this thing? Imagine those same planet missions
Mission
in
objectives located.
Mass Effect 1, but with this. I think it would have been a little easier to get over some of those mountains and stuff. Those vertical mountains, and well, maybe not. Actually, maybe vertical mountains, this thing probably couldn't even get up on them at all. Actually. I don't know. Okay, so I'm not Joker. I have no flying skills whatsoever. Whatever, don't judge me. As long as we get the money, right?
Obstruction detected. Path is now clear.
Yeah, this is our tutorial Firewalker mission. Actually, I'm gonna go over here and look real quick. I have newfound zoom skills and stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's any hidden loot on this one. There isn't some of the others, though. That's right. Like that? Like that? Huh? Huh? I guess we were supposed to be down there, huh? Whatever. Oops, I meant to scan. Nice. Getting paid here. Might actually have some money to spend at the Citadel. I think we'll go to the Citadel next. What do y'all think? Been a while since we've been there. I'm kind of missing it from Mass Effect 1. It's not the same in Mass Effect 2. It's not. I'm not going to cry about it, but I kind of have a... What if I can make this? Think I can make this jump? Right here? Maybe I actually have to make this jump. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, I think we're going to start over. Mass Effect 1, it just had a certain feel at the Citadel. Oops, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work either. And I just dented the bumper. Alright, well, I hope this isn't a rental Firewalker here. Yeah, Mass Effect 1, it had a certain, I don't know. Just walking around, it was all peaceful and cool with, well, of course, until, you know, Saren and the Geth attack and all that, right? But it's, and this one, I don't know. Different. Oh, totally didn't mean to do. Oh, you like that? That reverse backwards loop-de-loop, huh? Like that? Skills? Keep hitting the boost button instead of scan. That's right. Give me that $1,000 bucks. That's what I'm talking about. This thing actually is cool, man. Ouch. Shit, now where to go? Here? Guess so.
Mission objectives completed.
But I was having fun with this thing. Well, screw you, buddy. If I don't have to leave, I don't think I'm going to. Can you get over here? Oh, ow. Invisible wall. Ow, ow, ow. Whatever. Like I said, I don't think there's any, like, hidden loot around here. But if this was a timed course, we would have failed miserably, huh? Alright, I guess that's it. I don't know. Just served as kind of like a tutorial or whatever. Yeah. I guess. Well, where were those booster rockets when I was flying the thing? So, well, I guess we found it all. 15 grand total, so that's cool. That was worth a little side trip. Now we got the... well, something to take place of the Mako. I miss the Mako. I miss it a little bit. I do. But that's cool. It's something that I don't think they left out of Mass Effect 2, per se. I don't feel like I'm missing it like that. It's just a sentimental thing. It's actually, I was annoyed having to drive around the Mako to find all my stuff back in the day, but now that it's gone, I miss it, and that's cool. And I think Andromeda, they're going to bring it back anyway, so... Alright, fully stocked up. Let's head to the Citadel. And I think that's where we'll pick it up. We'll go here. Oh, we can recruit the Master Thief, too. My favorite of the DLC characters. And, well, I won't say much more. Let's just put it this way. This is BioWare's version of Skyrim's Serana. Just out of reach. Total shame. I love this character, actually. I like all the Mass Effect characters. Who am I lying to? Alright, if you want to subscribe and click that button up top, If you want to catch up on the first Mass Effect playthrough, you can click that top one, and then, obviously, if you want to catch up with the rest of this playthrough, you can click Mass Effect 2 there, and it should send you straight to the playlists, and go watch those if you want to. Either way, appreciate you hanging out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.